Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shenanigans Comedy Theater Presents Clash of the Comics. This is our live online comedy competition. We're coming to you with our wonderful, talented comics every Tuesday and Thursday, with our current round ending on the 26th in the finale round. I'll get to that a little bit more in a minute. Before we get started, I do want to let you know that this is a rated R show. Content will include crude language, adult themes, and drug references. This is intended for mature audiences only. If this is not to your liking, please see your way out right now. Also, please note that the views and opinions expressed in this broadcast do not reflect or represent those of Shenanigans Comedy Theater. Really quickly, so about your participation, your vote is the one and only determining factor for the winner of tonight's show, to see who does get to go on and compete for that $100 prize. So get ready to be judgmental AF. It's your job, it's your right, it's your privilege. I am Kimberly Wilson. I'll be your host and MC for the evening. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching. And I'm not going to stall around anymore because I've seen a lot of these comics and they're super funny. And we're going to just go ahead and get this show started. So we're going to go first to Madison, Alabama, and Kareem Al-Dream. Hey, Kareem, how's it going?
Hey, how's everybody? How's everybody doing?
Good. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready if you are.
I am. Your 5 minutes start now, sir.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? Happy apocalypse. Hopefully you see every podcast and everybody in good health, hopefully. My name is Kareem Al-Dream, and I am not from here. I am from Jordan, born and raised in Saudi Arabia. And growing in Saudi Arabia, I don't see women. All my life, all the women I see look like this. Or this. Those are my two options. Ninjas or garbage bags. That's all I see. Never saw beautiful women. Always covered. Then I traveled. And I've seen lots of beautiful women. But lately, I'm seeing women dressed like this. And every time I see the women dressed like this, I was like, you remind me of my home country for some reason. And one of my fans was talking to me the other day, and I said a joke. When women cover their face in Saudi Arabia all in black and so on, you cannot tell their facial expression, what they're thinking, what they're doing. It looks weird and creepy. Nowadays, go to the supermarket, go anywhere, talk to people who are wearing this. They'll have a conversation with you, but when you look in their eyes, they're like, looks so uncomfortable. And they're looking at you. And their actual face is like this. You can't tell from this. And that's how I felt all my life. Now, before I start this, I wrote something that during this time of crisis, we need a hero. And our hero for this year is none other than a gay tiger trainer named Joe Exotic. Yes, the Tiger King was our hero for this year. And also we learned that Carol Baskin is America's #1 bitch in 2020 and 20. And people are talking about her killing her husband and so on. The woman makes sense, talks sense. She didn't kill her husband. Even she said it. A human hand cannot go through a grinder. She tried to put him inside, she couldn't. She found a different way to kill him. And she's right. And don't forget also, 2020 is a movie favorite. For example, January, we were talking about World War III. January, we had also coronavirus spreading, Australia on fire. And not only that, Kobe Bryant dying. This is called 50 Shades of Grey. And then people start getting all of a sudden worried in February and start running around for their lives and so on. This is called 28 Days Later. That's the movie. Now, for March is the year where people start running around crazy, buying hand sanitizer and toilet paper. And also, Kim knows one of our stores got hit, and the thief who came inside could not find something to steal. He ended up opening the supply closet, stole over 45 toilet papers and also 5 hand sanitizers. This movie is called Independence Day. April was the coronavirus and the quarantine and people being worried and scared. This movie is called Breakout. In 2003, it came out about a virus spreading all over the world. And now we're talking about killer hornets coming and killing us this year, in the month of May. This movie is called The Attack of the Killer Bees. Now, for June, we're going to vote. Either it's going to be Little Shop of Horror, World War Z, or The Matrix. We're going to vote. Now, there's one more thing I wrote. Actually, I asked a lot of people, and I wrote some of these jokes and so on about the coronavirus. And this is called the top 10 coronavirus jokes. Number 10. I know a great joke about a coronavirus. You probably won't get it, though. Number 9. A man walks into a bar and goes to the bartender and says, "I'll have a Corona, please. Hold the virus." Number 8. Chinese doctors have confirmed the name of the first person to contact the coronavirus. His name is Achoo. Number 7. My body has absorbed so much soap and disinfectant lately. Now when I pee, I clean the toilet. Number 6. What do you call people who got coronavirus from Italy? Bougie. Not from China. Number 5. Thinking a mask is going to stop the coronavirus is the same thinking that your underpants will protect you from everyone from your farts. Number 4. Okay.
You got 12 seconds.
Alright. They say the mask and gloves were enough to go to supermarkets. They lied. Everyone else went. Okay, let's start with number 1. Okay? For the hell of it.
Well,
this is the year of the rat. Definition of irony: when the year of the rat starts with the plague. Thank you.
Kareem Al-Dream, everybody. All right, and now we're going to go to Miami, Florida, and check in with Mike Valdez. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
You ready to start your time?
Yeah, I've been ready since 9 a.m. I've had nothing to do today.
All right. Well, this particular 5 minutes starts right now.
Okay, great. Well, as Kim said, my name is Mike Valdez. A little bit about myself. I'm a really cheery person. I love giving things the benefit of the doubt, even when they don't deserve it sometimes. For example, I'm not good at sports, but I do think I am as good as the kid that got cut from the team right before Air Bud tried out. So, like, I'm good. I'm just not as good as a really talented dog. I love that joke. That's my favorite joke. Usually, by this time in a show, I would assume in this chat, most people are just thinking that I'm the kid from the movie Up, and that's really funny to me. It's so great because you think that I used to be a cartoon, but now I'm a person. It's some kind of reverse Page Master thing, you know, the 1995 Macaulay Culkin movie nobody saw. No, I'm not the kid from Up. I have a family. I'm joking. My parents are dead. So maybe I am the kid from Up. I really don't know. I'm not telling you, not on Facebook Live at least. But yeah, man, like, if it makes any sense, I am as innocent as I look. Like, I still have that sense of childlike wonder. You know, I love sugary cereals. You know, you know what? Let me ask you, Kim. What is your favorite cereal? What's your favorite breakfast cereal?
Peanut Butter Captain Crunch.
Peanut Butter Captain Crunch. Is that with or without the berries? I can't remember that.
Peanut butter is without.
It's without. Okay, good. So the razor blades aren't in it. There's people that get the Oops All Razor Blades kind And, like, I don't know what's wrong with these people. You know, it's funny, Kim, that's your favorite cereal, because my favorite cereal is Corn Pops, because my dad left me when I was 5, and I gotta have my Pops. Another thing about is I grew up in a conservative Christian home, so clearly I'm better than you. But I'm joking. I have to say that, or else I'll go to hell. Yeah, man, like, I have a stepdad, and my stepdad, just so you guys get a little bit about my family, my stepdad is the kind of person who will go to Cold Stone Creamery to order a chocolate devotion and then complain that the ice cream didn't bring him closer to Jesus. Like, that's the kind of people I live with. But yeah, man, growing up in a conservative Christian home was really hard for me, you know, like, and it made relationships really difficult, you know, just like, for example, like, I don't want to watch This Is Us anymore. Like, I just can't, man. Like, have you ever seen someone talk to a person who's never seen This Is Us? They're always like, oh my God, you have to see this. It's crazy because they hold an urn that has their father, and now they have to hold it while they watch football. And it's crazy because the person that's listening to this weird conversation is like, oh my God, I have to watch this. Like, what's going on? You know? And that's another thing, man. Like, I during this quarantine, like, there's a lot of women in the house, and I just can't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians anymore, dude. Like, I can't. I think the reason why I can't watch it is because I've already seen Star Wars. You know, like, to me, it's the same thing. Like, it's just people running an empire you don't understand how they built, and one of them was someone's father. Like, it's all Star Wars. That's all Keeping Up with the Kardashians is. You know, it's weird, man. That's why relationships are weird, man. The only relationship I really believe in anymore is my relationship with Netflix. Because it's the only relationship that gives you more than you can handle, but still keeps asking if you wish to continue. And that is the best relationship there is, and there's no better way to go about it. You know, Netflix is great, man. There's so many great shows on Netflix. Everybody's watching Tiger King and all these weird kinds of, like, serial killer documentaries. I feel like everybody wants to find the new dark show on Netflix, and I've done all the research for you. The darkest show on Netflix is Fuller House. It is. You know, I understand, yes, Full House is a Hallmark card that takes a half hour to read, but it happens in the darkest circumstances. You know, the reason why the show happens whatsoever is because the wife passes away. Now, in this new one, the husband passes away because girl power, and they move back into the house. So again, I love giving things the benefit of the doubt. Maybe we can finally get Making a Murderer on why the spouses keep dying on Full House. That's all I'm really talking about. Anyway, my name is Mike Valdez. That's my time. Thank you so much.
Mike Valdez, everybody. Well done, sir. And now for the last comic in round 1, we're going to go all the way to Toronto, Ontario, to Kelly Zimnikas. Hey, Kelly.
Hello. Welcome to Toronto. Or my apartment, at least.
Do we really need to see anything else?
Really, no.
Okay.
It's all here.
All right. Well, Kelly, if you're good to go, your 5 minutes start now.
Yeah. Perfect. So, hey, everybody. As was mentioned, I'm Kelly Zimnikas, and how are we feeling about the escape room that is 2020? Kind of the ultimate escape room, is it not? You know, like, I'm really, really hoping I find the exit soon. This is exhausting. It kind of is. And it was mentioned off the top, murder hornets. It's crazy that we have murder hornets, and that is not the lead story. Like, in any other year, that would be top billing. You know, this year it's like, yeah, checks out. Seems to make sense. You know, we had a story recently in Toronto. Crazy story. This woman saw an alligator in the city streets. That is nuts. That's nuts. So she called the authorities, you know, as you would do. Yeah, it turns out she saw a beaver. last I checked, they don't look alike. But this year they do, apparently. Can't tell a difference. It's just nothing makes sense this year. It really doesn't. I definitely miss being on the road. I miss traveling to do shows. It really sucks that I can't do that now. But, being home and cooking for myself more is a pretty good thing. But, I mean, it does get exhausting. So we're doing, the takeout a little bit more these days. And I was hearing recently that there's an airline in Russia that wants to get on board, pardon the plane pun, but they want to get on board the food delivery business with airplane food delivery. Yeah, let that sink in for a second. Airplane food delivery. Look, I'm not one for wasting food. I never like to waste food, but I can't get behind this. I really can't. Like, unless, of course, it tastes better at sea level. Maybe airplane food tastes better on the ground. I don't know. But I don't know, man. I kind of feel like that's a level of sadness I hope I never reach. Yeah. But, I mean, mind you, it is Russia, so maybe it's better than just having beets for dinner. I don't know. Not to knock the beets, though. I have to say, I am on Team Beet. Maybe it's because I'm, Eastern European. But isn't it weird, though, how when we eat beets, we forget that we ate beets? Like, the next morning you're in the bathroom, and your personal terror level is at a code red, and so is your toilet water. Yeah. You're there on your phone Googling, how do I make a will? It's just, it really, really makes no sense, man. It doesn't. But we're all practicing social distancing right now, as we should. And I have to give my parents credit. I feel like they were ahead of the social distancing curve. Because when my parents got engaged, they were in 2 different rooms. That's right, 2 different rooms. My dad shouted his proposal from the bathroom. Yeah, and my mom shouted back, yeah, I guess so. Which, given the way it was offered to her, I don't blame the woman for answering that way. But yeah, that's how Dad proposed, which brings up the question, what the fuck was happening in the bathroom? And he was like, I need to lock it down with the woman in the kitchen. She has insurance. What was going on? But with a very romantic proposal like that was, they of course had a very romantic wedding day. The day of the wedding, my mom did 7 shots of vodka before walking down the aisle. Yep, and Dad was at a bar, so we really don't know if they were saying I do to each other or like another round. I'm not so sure. But they did celebrate their anniversary recently, which was lovely. They renewed their vows, very romantic. Yeah, they renewed their vows 6 feet apart. Appropriate and just like every year. Anyways, I've been Kelly Zemnickas. Thanks so much.
Kelly Zemnickas, everybody. All right, that is the end of round 1, and now it is time for you to vote. If you will notice there on the slide, there's a QR code in the event that you are watching on something different than you plan to vote with. There is also a URL underneath the QR code if you need to type that in. But I have also just dropped the link to the round 1 voting in the comments section of the video. And there is also a link in the description to the video. The 5-minute voting period starts now. That's right, live stand-up comedy from the comfort of your car. It's like a drive-in movie. You park your car in a space facing the stage. You tune your car stereo in to 95.7 to hear us loud and clear. In accordance with the governor's guidelines, please do not leave your vehicle. Showtimes are at 8 and 9:30 p.m. and run for about 45 minutes. The cost is only $20 per carload. Spaces are limited. Get yours at shenanigans.yapsody.com. Please bring your own refreshments and use the bathroom before you get here. This weekend features amazing comics from Birmingham and Huntsville. This is an outdoor event, however, as long as it's not storming, the show will go on. If weather is questionable, please check our Facebook page for updates. We hope to see you soon. Hi guys, welcome back. We are about to start round 2. We do have a result from round 1. It is a semi-unusual result, but becoming more common now because we have a tie. So both Kareem Aldream and Mike Valdez will both be coming back to do an additional 3-minute set against the winner of round 2 in just a little bit to finalize our winner situation. Give you 3 people to choose between and to vote on. But we're going to go ahead and start round 2 now. I'm going to go to Florence, Alabama and check in with Morgan McWright. That's not her, that's Adam. If y'all just stand by 1 second, I will get Morgan on here. There she is. Hey Morgan, how's it going?
It's going.
Alright, well, do you have any questions or anything before I start your time?
I'm good. Just
okay,
when you're ready.
Your 5 minutes start now.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Morgan McWright. I was once described as the incestuous love child of Wednesday and Pugsley Adams, but I don't believe in that. I think I look like Jennifer Lawrence. Can't you see it? If she was the incestuous love child of Wednesday and Pugsley Adams. Yeah. I've always been a fat kid. When I say I'm a fat kid, I mean I took an ancestry test, and it turns out little Debbie is my 3rd cousin. So I got that going for me. And I have a friend, she always hates it when I call myself fat. She always goes, Morgan, you're a snack. You're a snack. I'm not a snack. A snack is the 15-chip serving size they suggest on the back of the bag. I am the equivalent of your 3rd trip to the buffet at Golden Corral. I am the equivalent of considering putting your brisket in the chocolate fountain because you just really want to feel something again. Not that I've done that recently. I had a lady recently accuse me of being a Satanist, and honestly, I was just super offended. I could never be a Satanist. I couldn't sell my soul to the devil. I mean, I would if I could, but high school sucked the soul out of me forever ago. I absolutely hated high school. Anyone that says that they miss or that they loved high school clearly peaked in it, okay? They clearly peaked then. They are now thrice divorced with 3 kids, and they're probably now married to their 3rd cousin. Like, the only thing I miss about high school is my Dungeons and Dragons group and my eating disorder. I could use that again. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, but basically what it translates to is I don't get laid. Actually, when I first started playing D&D, I had to prove to my conservative parents that it was not a sex cult. So I had to set up a meeting with my dad, who is the pastor, and with the game master. And my dad leans in real close to the table and he goes, now my little girl is going to stay pure if she joins your little dragon game, isn't she? And the game master just kind of shrugged and he said, she's safer here than the abstinence group at school. First job I ever had, I was actually a teacher for 2nd graders. And older teachers always tell you you know, you're here to teach the kids, but really, it's the kids that teach you. And it's true, the kids do teach you that they're evil, horrible little monsters. I hate kids. I hate them so much. Oh my God. I hate kids. First day, I walk in, and this little boy approaches me all cute with his little cheeks. And he goes, "What's the name of your cat?" And I said, "What makes you think I have a cat, sweetie?" And he goes, "You look like a lady that has a lot of cats." That was also my last day as a teacher because I throat punched a child. I'm Morgan McWright. Thank you.
All right, Morgan McWright, everybody. Woo. Now we're going to go to Chicago and check in with Sophia Smarandescu. Hang on, Sophia, I got to get you up here. There she is. How's it going, Sophia?
I'm just, chilling here, marinating in my house, so.
All right, well, your 5 minutes start now.
Okay, great. Nice to meet you guys. I got this haircut after a breakup a few months ago. I feel like it makes me look kind of like an illiterate Matilda. But, so my last name's Smarandescu, actually. It's Romanian, and my parents, they were raised in Eastern Europe. My parents, they were actually raised in communism. Okay. My parents were raised in communism, but it wasn't like a millennial kind of communism, though. You know, they didn't, like, pick it up in college. Because there's two kinds of communism, you guys. There's college communism they get from reading books, right? And then there's real communism where they burn your books. So, one of the ways you can tell that my parents were raised in communism is my dad uses the word poison in an unusual amount in conversation. Like, when I was a kid, he took me to Disney World, and as soon as we stepped in the park, he turned to me and was like, "We have to leave. I've been poisoned." You know, you can just admit you hate it here. Saying you can't do something because you've been poisoned is the Iron Curtain edition of The Dog Ate My Homework. The other way that you can tell my parents were raised in communism is my dad, anytime he wants to say something racist, he'll just dial up the volume on the stereo so the government doesn't hear. It's pretty weird hearing that Argentinians are bloody liars. The beat of my hips don't lie. Fake stereotypes was not racist. Alright. A lot of my friends think that my parents are crazy, but it makes sense. Like, my dad's family was exiled. Someone who's been exiled is never going to use the phrase, "I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed." You know, instead they're just like, "When I die, then you'll know." Alright, that was nice. I'm going to switch to a little more lighthearted topic. I'm going to do an impression of my dad, for you guys. My dad, he always tells me that he wants to do stand-up, but whenever I talk to him on the phone, he's always just, like, horking directly into the phone. So this is my impression of my dad doing stand-up. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Alright, here goes nothing. I want to put on a big pearl necklace and ride my bike by Nancy Pelosi's house in the all nights. Alright, that was it. Thank you. Anybody else here strangely attracted to Nancy Pelosi? No? Alright. Just my dad. Nice. I just have like one more joke with my dad, then I'm just going to talk about me. But my dad, he has an extremely thick accent. And when I was growing up, I loved the way my dad said certain words, like millionaire. Millionaire! So when I was growing up, my daddy liked to keep me grounded by always reminding me that I'm not a millionaire. And he would do this just by randomly shouting at me when I was doing normal things. He'd be like, "You're not a millionaire!" I know, we were at a Popeyes. Also, say when something good happened, he'd be like, "It's nice, right? It's like we are a millionaire!" Still at Popeyes, Dad. Still at Popeyes. how to, yeah. All right. So I'm actually a first generation therapy goer. Anybody else here? Just me. All right. I think there should be a scholarship for people who are the first person in their family to go to therapy. I think it should be called the what I need therapy for? To go and to cry if my dog dies scholarship. My dad says that all the time. All right. My therapist recently asked me if depression runs in my family, and I was like, lady, I was born in Eastern Europe. You know, just like look at their faces. Like, we don't even call it resting bitch face there. Like, we call it resting turmoil face. Right. My family's so depressed. One time my mom was sad, and that was like the happiest I'd ever seen her. All right. I'm gonna transition a little bit. I'm gonna jump into my appliance material for you guys. Household appliances. I'm a pretty motivated comedian. Like, I woke up this morning and I thought to myself, I want 10 microwave jokes by 5. All right. I can only come up with a few, but here they are. Number 1, has anyone tried eating off that complimentary plate that comes with the microwave? That's been my time, you guys. Thank you very much.
Sophia Smarandescu, everybody. Oh my goodness, that was funny. And now we're going to go to Brooklyn, New York and check in. There's Sophia again. Hi, Sophia. With Adam Gable. Hey, Adam. How's it going?
Hello. How are you? Can you hear me all okay?
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
All right. Are you good to go?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, if you're good, then your 5 minutes start now.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let me just get this out of the way. I'm not sick. I don't have corona. This is just me. I know I seem different, but really I'm just like all of you. I am also surprised that I sound like this. My name is Adam. When I was growing up, my mother called me Ad. I thought it was a cute nickname until I realized it's because she spent a lot of money on me and got nothing to show for it. Now every time I email her, she responds, unsubscribe. It's, also, whenever she sees me on TV, she gets up to go to the bathroom. Right, so it was helpful though. It's helpful though when I was in high school, because whenever she had to pick me up, I just go stand by the billboard that says, "Your ad here." Maybe not the best way to end that bit, but we're moving on. Okay, I do live in Brooklyn, New York, but I'm old school Brooklyn. You know, not like home school Brooklyn. Nowadays, Brooklyn is the center of where nostalgia meets technology. It means that Brooklyn's the only place on earth you'll see a dude on a unicycle wearing an Apple Watch and rolling his own e-cigarettes. See, in Brooklyn, though, we don't call it an e-cigarette. It's a nicotine delivery system. But to me, that just sounds like one of those old cigarette machines. You guys know the ones where you put your money in the slot, you pull the lever, and your lungs fall out? That's what happened to me. One time I was at a wine tasting in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and I said to the girl I was with, I am so sick of all these hipsters with their long beards and antiquated clothing. She said to me, you know, these are all Orthodox Jews. You can tell your disappointment to your entire people when you need your Presbyterian blind date to remind you that you invited her to your nephew's circumcision. One time this dude goes, hey man, how many of those hats do you have? And I go, well, I have one for every day of the week. He goes, you have 7 of those hats? I go, no man, I have one and I wear it every day of the week. I don't really like people though. One time this girl said to me, "Oh my God, could your ringtone be any more annoying?" And I was like, "Well, I could record you saying that." And I get it. It's like totally weird for a 42-year-old man to have his favorite song as his cell phone ringtone. But it's even weirder for a 42-year-old man's favorite song to be the sound of a phone ringing. Meanwhile, nobody calls me anymore anyway. The only time my phone rings is when I lose it in my living room, right? My phone ring should just be, "I'm under the couch." I knew that I was failing as a father when my daughter used air quotes. Even worse, she did it while describing me as a comedian. I'm divorced, so I haven't really had a chance to see my kids a lot since the lockdown. But I do carry a picture of them with me everywhere I go, so I can remember who I'm doing this to get away from. I think I got time for one more. So I'm taking a poll to see how many people actually like to participate in polls. So I call this dude up. I go, "Do you want to take part in a poll?" He goes, "No." I go, "Too late." That was I'm done, right? I'm done with it. That was that second light, right? Or
that was the first one. You got 12 seconds.
All right, I'm done. That's enough for me. Thank you so much. You guys are a lot of fun.
All right. Adam Gable, everybody. And now it is time to do your civic duty and vote a winner for round 2. There's your slide, your QR code, the URL underneath. The link to vote has been posted once again in the comments section of the video. There's also a link in the description of the video. So please vote now, and after this 5-minute period, we will have our final round. That's right, live stand-up comedy from the comfort of your car. It's like a drive-in movie. You park your car in a space facing the stage. You tune your car stereo in to 95.7 to hear us loud and clear. In accordance with the governor's guidelines, please do not leave your vehicle. Showtimes are at 8 and 9:30 p.m. and run for about 45 minutes. The cost is only $20 per carload. Spaces are limited. Get yours at shenaniganshsv.square.site. Please bring your own refreshments and use the bathroom before you get here. This weekend features amazing comics from Birmingham and Huntsville. This is an outdoor event, however, as long as it's not storming, the show will go on. If weather is questionable, please check our Facebook page for updates. We hope to see you soon. Alright, welcome back everybody. If you'll notice, this lovely slide gives you a preview of the fantastic comics that will be on the show this coming Tuesday from all over the place. From India, Louisiana, Georgia, Alabama, I forget the other two places, but anyway, fantastic lineup. I'm excited for that show. And welcome back everybody. We have a winner for round 2, and that winner is everybody that's on Skype. Give me a drum roll. Morgan McRide, everybody. Congratulations to Morgan. But for first, I can't speak tonight. I'm sorry. First, we're going to go back to the first person that was one of the finalists from round 1. We're going to basically go in the same order that they appeared in, and we're going to check back in with Kareem Al-Dream. That's Mike.
What's up, everybody?
Hang on. There we are. Welcome back, Kareem. Congratulations. All right, in this round, viewing audience, we will have 3 minutes from each comic, and we will get a... if I interrupt them, just know that's because they've gone over their time. I'm not trying to be rude, but it's a contest, so I'm trying to be fair. All right, so Kareem, do you have any questions before we start your time?
No. You're going to give me the light at 1 minute or 30 seconds?
I'm going to give you a light at 2.5, another light at 3, and I'll cut you off if you're talking still at 3:15.
All right. Wish me luck.
All right, you good?
I'm good. Everybody's good. Good luck, everybody.
Okay, well, your 3 minutes start now.
What's up, everybody? Well, my name is Kareem Al-Dream, and something about me should know that I'm cursed. I have a curse inside with me, which is, and every time in a relationship, the girl finds the man of her dreams and leaves me for them. And that is true. When I was in college, I fell in love with a girl, and she broke with me so she could date my friend. Now they're married and they have 4 kids. Another one of my friends also, when I got married actually, and that's an interesting story. As soon as I got married, after a month and a half, my wife calls me and tells me her ex-boyfriend, the one she dated before she married me, called to apologize to her about cheating on her. And I told her, did you tell him you were married? She said, it didn't come up. I was like, what the hell do you mean it didn't come up? You were talking for 3.5 hours. And she said it never came up. I divorced my wife, and I dated this girl. I thought everything was doing fine. We're doing great, me and her. Then her car broke down. I told her, I'm sorry. Try to see if you can fix it. And then she was talking to this guy online, and she told him her problem. The guy came to her house, gave her $10,000. And not only that, he also paid 3 months of her rent. Now they're dating. Like I told you, I am cursed. But still, I always have a happy smile. You don't know what happens. And if you ladies want to meet the man of your dreams, you're more than welcome to go out with me. You don't know what happens with you. Another story I was going to talk about also was the whole quarantine thing. See, people stay in their homes all day. And all they do all day just, watch TV, maybe talk, sleep, and eat. I call that the weekend. It was a long vacation. Really had fun in this vacation, actually. Now, one of the stories actually caught my interest once. I work in a phone store. I own actual phone stores, actually. And the funny thing about these stores, that we hear stories about people and their phones. And I read an article, iPhone in Japan said they'll give free iPhone 7 Pluses to anybody who changed their name to an iPhone 7 Plus. And some people did change their names to iPhone 7 Plus. And they got a free iPhone. One of them, their girlfriends dumped them because she wanted an upgrade. Well, I guess that's my time. My name is Kareem Al-Dream. Thank you, everybody. I'm very happy to see all of you. Thank you. Keep clapping. Don't stop.
Thank you, Kareem Al-Dream. And now we're going to go back to Miami and check in with Mike Valdez. That's Morgan, not Mike.
There
you are.
All right.
That's the thing about round 2 and beyond. It's like I have to fish around for the faces. But I found you.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. If you are ready, we can go ahead and start your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Your 3 minutes start now.
All right. Well, as Kim said, I am from Miami. Miami has a lot of clubs. I'm not a club guy. That's just not me at all. It's difficult for me to get into a Chuck E. Cheese, dude. It's crazy. It's funny because people don't realize how difficult it actually is to get in. There's a VIP rope and everything. What is with the VIP rope at Chuck E. Cheese? What is going on? They're like, sir, you can't come in here unless you have kids. And I'm like, joke's on you. I brought my parents. So, but yeah, man, like I said before in the previous round, I am as innocent as I look, like for example, I didn't find out what a blowjob was until I was 17 years old. Seriously, I really didn't. And the only reason why I found out was because I went into a barber shop and I thought it was a haircut. True story. I walk into this barbershop, the most confident I've ever been in my entire life, ladies and gentlemen. As confident as a dude who wears a red polo and khakis into a Target and expects people to not ask him where the TVs are. That, And I said, excuse me, the weirdest Tiny Tim, just excuse me, sir, I'd like a blowjob, please. And he looked through me. You know how a college kid learns how to play Hey There Delilah on the acoustic guitar, and he looks through you kind of, and he was like, yeah, we don't do that here. So it turns out the name of the haircut was a blowout, and I'm not allowed to get my haircut there anymore. So yeah, but I will get that haircut one day. I'm sure. But yeah, man, that's it for me. My name's Mike Valdez. Thank you so much for having me on again.
All right.
This was so fun. If you like podcasts, I have a podcast about serial and childhood called Child Like It Best with Mike Valdez. That's it.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Mike.
This was fun.
And our last finalist, we're going to go back to Florence and check in with Morgan. Hi, Morgan. Welcome back. All right. If you are good to go, are you? All right. Well, your 3 minutes start now.
So, it's the end of the world, and I'm still single. 26, never been married, which in my traditional Southern family makes me a borderline leopard. I go to family gatherings and the kids point at me and their parents are like, don't look at cousin Morgan or you'll turn into an unwed spinster. I have hooves and horns coming out of me, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, don't look at me. It's not fun, but at least I didn't marry my third cousin. I've never been on a blind date before. All my dates have had their vision, which has probably been my problem. Yeah, it's probably been my main issue. I'm queer, which you'd think that would increase my chances of meeting someone. It doesn't. It absolutely does not. None of the 93 genders want to date me. So. But, I have finally decided to delete all my dating profiles. I'm done with them. So instead, I listed myself for sale on the Facebook Marketplace in case you want to check that listing. Set up a nice profile pic, write about my weight, like a lady. And originally I listed my condition as used, but I want to sound more confident in myself. So I changed it like new. So I'm available in the Facebook Marketplace if anyone is looking for a sad spinster with horns and tails. I'm Morgan McGrath. That's all I've got. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Morgan. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is the final opportunity for you to exercise your power. It is time to vote a winner. Again, QR code, URL underneath. Just pop the final voting link in the comments to the video as well as the description of the video. We will see you back here in 5 minutes when we have a winner for you. Look at that beautiful slide, everybody. Isn't that a gorgeous t-shirt? Don't you need one of those in your life for only $15 plus shipping? I know you do. That's why you need to go to shenaniganshsv.square.site and get you some of that. Sorry, that's how we say it in Alabama. Go get you some of that. Well, welcome back. I am, once again and forever will be, Kimberly Wilson. And I have a winner for you. By a very narrow margin, the winner of tonight's show is... Give me a drum roll, everybody. Kareem Al-Dream, everybody. All right, there's... I'm afraid to know what you were just doing with your hands, Kareem. But anyway, everybody can see you now. Just be aware of that. Kareem, did you have anything you want to say to the voting public?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you very much, and I appreciate everybody for voting for me. And I would like to thank my fellow comedians for participating. And thank you, everybody.
Okay. Hey, I was about to say, all right, you're not getting an Oscar. So, well, thank you, Kareem. Thank you very much to all the comics tonight. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in to watch and to vote and to participate. We hope to see you guys all again on Tuesday for our next edition. And with that, we will say good night. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening.